Right, in 3, 2, 1, live. Right.
What's going on? Is anyone there yet? I can't see.
It says I think 7 people here. Let me pull it up on my phone just because it's so much closer to my face. Hi everybody, happy Monday. I was expecting to lose more than I win. Hi Crystal. I only gamble what I can afford to lose. Yes. Okay, VPN, get to working. I don't know, everyone loves ExpressVPN, but it really puts a damper on my phone.
Oh, you use a VPN?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why?
No one's taken my information.
Okay, I never used one, so I don't.
You don't
No.
What?
Who would take it? I don't understand what you mean by take your information. Like, how would they? What do you mean?
Like, internet service providers don't have access to my information, so they can't sell like my info. So they don't have access to like what I watch or like what stores I shop at.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
like people off the street, like hackers, and that's why I was like, that's strange.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
it happens, but I've never heard of it happening to like random people. I hear it more from people who go to like a free Wi-Fi area,
yeah.
and link up there. But like home networks aren't. They're not generally. They're not getting. You'd have to literally be almost around that to know that network. You know what I mean? Like it would have to
Well,
be
yeah, but
someone near you.
it's also tough. I'm sorry.
What?
It's also tough because I mean, like I live in like a tight community, so there's like
Okay.
houses that help each other.
Gotcha.
So you could access like my like internet from like 2 doors down. If you
Gotcha.
have the right info. I don't want anybody taking my info.
Yeah.
But it's also great because, if you want to watch Netflix in like Canada or Japan or,
Oh yeah.
all that stuff, you can change where you are. My ads on like my phone are just from the UK just because my phone thinks I'm in the UK. Don't know why.
Okay.
Well, who is here? What is going on? Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. JDH Place 1, Charlie T, Damon, Danny, Crystal, Miriam, Penny, Brittany C. Hi, everybody. Hoss's Adventures. Ooh, cooking steaks. Yum. Gilbert, yes. I mean, I would not mind if ExpressVPN would like to sponsor me. So if anyone has the link up, tell them to come to me. Florida Scratch Off King says, oh no, that Johnny guy. Charlie T with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much. That is awesome. So hi everybody, happy Monday. Ryan and I are here to chat about expectations and thumbs ups. Let's do the thumbs up. So if you are here, if you're logged in, challenge time, hit that thumbs up. Give us a like. We want to see what we can do. If everyone that pops in can like this, then we know that you can do it. So happy Monday. We had a good stream yesterday. Ryan, you want to say hello to what's happening?
Not really. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Guys, see you later.
Who do we have here? What's going on, everybody? Wait, you got a lot of people. I'm not gonna read all these names, but hello, everybody. I see you, and I see Charlie's treating your channel like a strip joint now, throwing the singles out. So, congratulations.
We're here for So Monday, start of the week, we had a holiday just week last week. So that was cool. I took a nap, so if my voice is kind of funky, everybody, I'm sorry, but I'm just kind of getting out of the nap zone. It has been a crazy no day off situation. So we wanted to talk about a couple things tonight and then give you guys a chance to give us some questions as well. If you have any questions that you want us to answer. So I want to start with expectations. As not necessarily pertaining to the lottery, because I don't think you can really have too much expectation when it comes to the lottery. I always go in expecting to lose. So that's my lottery expectation. But for YouTube, as people who watch YouTube, what are your expectations for the creators that you watch? Do they change per subscriber count? Do they change per like subcategory of entertainment? Do you have different expectations for a vlogger versus like a gaming channel versus like a commentary channel versus like the beauty world of influencers? That type of situation, because I know that I recently, with all the things that have been happening, I have definitely been kind of like taking note and thinking about what my expectations for the people that I watch on YouTube outside of the Scratch world, because I love YouTube. I got my people, I got my true crimes, I got my podcast, I got my bloggers, I got all the list of YouTubers that I watch. And it's like I have expectations for them, but I think that they're probably not like the normal expectations. Like, I just want to see something new. Like, I just want more content. Like, I just want to constantly be entertained. I have like this, like, if I'm not being entertained, it's not okay. Like, something's wrong. Like, I'm sick. I need constant entertainment. I need it. And so I'm always just looking for the next upload, the newest thing from them. So when the stories kind of broke open when it comes to like David Dobrik and James Charles, I know it's totally outside of the Scratcher universe that we're in right now. But David Dobrik had his videos and his life just like do a full 180, and he blew up and he's making millions and millions of dollars, but he's putting people in harm's way, with essays and, racial situations and all that stuff. Did we really expect someone to be praised for making this kind of, I don't want to say offensive, but like edgy content to not actually hurt anybody? So that's what has been in my brain for a while.
I don't honestly even know who the people are that you're talking about, except for that David. I know him only because I heard his name a few times and I looked him up and I was like, how is this guy famous? Like, he's not funny. I'm sorry. A lot of these people I don't find funny. I don't think what they do is cool. I'm like, how the hell did you get famous? Like, I don't get it. Can someone, maybe that's a conversation we should have. Like, do you know who PewDiePie is?
I know of, never seen a video.
There's nothing. I again don't understand why people like him. Is because he was like the first to get famous? Probably. That's probably why. Because you just snowball from there. When you get big, you just snowball. That's how it goes. So like the bigger channels are always going to attract more people. It's just the way it is. But I don't find what these people do like entertaining. I don't. But then again, I'm just one person in the world, Right. And there's like 150 million subscribed to him that find him entertaining, which I don't understand. But just like David Dobrik, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, and I think the biggest issue with let's sticking with the whole David Dobrik situation is that he caters to such a younger audience for some reason.
But what does he do? Like, I don't even know like what the main thing that he does is. He makes stupid videos from what I've seen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
really it. It was just dumb situations, dangerous situations, making fun of people, being a bully, but laughing at the same time. Like, he would create his own laugh track basically to being a jerk. And he would write out every stereotype that exists and has existed to create content.
That's like, what's his name? The Paul guy. Is it
right.
Logan Paul when he did that suicide thing or whatever in Japan or whatever? Yeah, same thing. It's like you cross the line, which again, I personally don't care. Like, I don't get offended by stuff like that. That stuff doesn't bother me. It offends other people though. So it's kind of like, I don't know exactly what he did, but if he was making fun of someone who commits suicide, I really don't care. That's not my problem, not my business, right? The person's, first of all, they're dead. So all you're doing is upsetting people who are upset about that, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm not
Yeah,
looking at it like you're upsetting me. You're not hurting my feelings. I don't do what you want. I don't care. Just leave me
right.
alone.
But I see it as so when it comes to like me as someone who makes videos and hopes to prosper, build and grow and continue to, you know, like make my own little empire, it will happen. Don't worry. I will rule the world. And
Great. Well, I'm glad I'll be like riding your coattails then.
the world is mine. It's going to be mine and no one can stop me. But it's being a creator and having so much thought, you know, like I don't swear, I don't try to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not here for that. Like I'm trying to do it in a way where I don't have years of footage for people to go back on once I make like the biggest mistake. You know, if I make a huge mistake, I don't have, and did you see this? And but did you also see this kind of situation? And my biggest fear now, I don't have any kids, I don't want children, but I don't hate children. I don't want them to grow up in a world thinking that you can film somebody who has decided to end their own life in what they expected to be their final resting place and put that on the internet and laugh at it. So that's where it gets like frustrating.
No, I agree with you on that end, but what I'm saying is it doesn't offend me to where like I get like, oh, cancel him, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get to the point of these other people. Yes, I mean, you do what you want to do and deal with the consequences, right? I would never do it, but you know, they can do whatever they want. Like I said, they're not going to offend me unless they do something that is near and dear to me, right? So it's kind of like that obviously is near and dear to you. You know, whereas for me, I just, to be honest, I really don't, it doesn't affect me one way or the other, like in a negative or positive way. So I'm just like neutral on it, like whatever, do what you want to do, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I totally get that. But I just have, I get it. I'm totally against cancel culture. I think people make mistakes, people learn. There's a curve for everybody, you know, and no one's perfect. No one's not going to hurt anybody.
And one more thing, when they do that, they honestly don't think they're going to offend anybody. Like I've made this mistake too in my personal life where I do or say something that I don't see any harm in, that somebody else is like, why would you do that? And I'm like, what do you mean? What's the big deal? See, so I think a lot of them think that way. They can't see it like from maybe everybody else's perspective, which I try to look at now. And I'm like, probably not a good idea, you know?
Right. And I think when you say they don't see it from everybody else's perspective, I think we could narrow it down and just say they don't see it from anybody else's.
Well, yeah, because they don't care.
You know, not even they can't even point out anybody that may actually be offended by whatever they're doing. So, and I think that's concerning because it's such a me, like it's only for me, like I'm not offended, so I'm not going to do it kind of situation. And it's one thing when you're in a group of friends and you're, you know, something maybe slips out of your mouth that you shouldn't say, or, you know, you give someone a slap on the back too hard. You know, I don't know these situations. I don't have many friends, but you know, if you offend a friend, it's different than offending an entire culture, an entire state, an entire country. It's different when, and it's also so different when it's a rich white boy. I said it. I'm gonna say it. It's different when it's a rich white boy.
Now you're throwing out.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Watch out! You might offend somebody.
It's different.
Careful.
And that's been proven, and it's different. And that's where I'll end it. You guys can take away.
Listen, you can say whatever you want to me. You're not going to offend me. I'm telling you.
No, and I'm not like trying to offend you, but you know, if it was anybody else in like that Paul brother situation,
Yeah.
it would be a different thing. It would not have made it on the trending page of YouTube.
No, because nobody is as famous as them, right? So if it was me who did that, it would have
Right.
been, unless it went viral, which is possible, it wouldn't matter. And at that point, what does it matter if I do something that goes viral and gets negative publicity? Because to be honest, any publicity is good publicity on YouTube, negative or positive. If you ever notice, the people who do that stuff seem to bounce back stronger than ever. It's almost weird. Almost
Right.
when you like break a rule or break a law, you know, and YouTube wants to terminate you and you make headline news, it's like everybody
Right.
then knows you. And at that point, it's like now you just gain even more subscribers because you're going to have people that are like, oh, I agree with what he did. You know, always going to have people on both sides, which
Right.
is the beauty of it because no one will ever see eye to eye with everybody else. It will never, ever, 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 ever happen.
Oh no, for sure. But I mean, I think it's plain and simple that anyone with a little bit of common sense about the Suicide Forest situation maybe
Well,
wouldn't
see,
have filmed it and laughed at it.
correct. But now did
So
you catch,
why?
but did you catch what you just said? You said anybody with common sense. So what you're saying is that people who don't care about that doesn't offend them. Now it's like you're saying they don't have common sense. See what I mean?
Right, but
you gotta,
put
you can't
you
hit it
put
from that side either.
well, I don't think that you cannot, I don't think that it's right to walk into a different country that you have no knowledge of culture and zero respect for, period. Like, period. And that was proven throughout the videos that he created
Well,
while he was
if you look at his other videos though, you could have seen this coming though. So we
right.
already know that he's
That
that
goes
kind of
back
guy.
to expectations.
Yeah.
Should we have expected him
Yes. 100%.
to get to the point where he's filming a deceased human?
Would you, all right, let me ask you this. Would you expect him to do worse?
But should we also have expected YouTube to promote that?
I don't think YouTube's algorithm can pick up on that fast enough. You know what I mean? I don't think they know like it's bad. They have to physically go in and take that out because
you don't think the algorithm would have picked up
it wouldn't have picked up a video. It wouldn't have picked up a no, I don't think it would have picked up. So you think it would have picked up the body in the video? I don't think
in the thumbnail.
Oh, I see. I never saw it, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, so it was in the thumbnail of the video.
Well,
not censored.
That's just it. They don't like scan a thumbnail. You know what I mean? Like all they do is they check the first. Actually, I don't even know how they do it now because now it seems to take like 100 times longer to get your monetized video monetized in terms of checking ads. Before it used to be like a couple minutes and you're done. Now it seems it's like an hour sometimes, depending on how long your video is. So now it seems like they're checking it thoroughly, but I don't think back then they were checking it like they do now. It was like 5 minutes and done. And it was one of those deals where they can't really go through I don't know how they do it, but I don't think they can go through the video and see anything in it. Basically, it's just listening to the words that you speak. And and it used to be they would go through the first 30 seconds of the video and something else. And if there were no swear words in the first 30 seconds, you were good. They even told you that in a video.
Right. But
strange.
Do you don't think that there's a human that's kind of partially monitoring the trending page?
Maybe, but at the same time, it's one of these deals where if nobody gets offended by it, why would you take it down, right? If nobody's complaining.
But people were complaining.
Well, yeah, then they took it down. That's why they took it down because people got really offended. But that's what I'm saying. Until someone gets offended, it's all good. Like no one was ever upset with Mr. Potato Head until recently, right? Until somebody had to bitch and complain. So now it's just Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head to have problems.
No, but what I'm saying is all right. Well, if we're going off of that, then we're on the wrong topic in general. we shouldn't even be talking about it offending anybody. We should just be talking about, yes, I would have expected that to happen. That would
You
be
would
my
have expected.
answer. Absolutely. I expect it to happen again at some point. I really do. Unless he
I mean,
learned his lesson.
I expect from that specific person, I expect him to continue to make some really dumb decisions in his life.
Yes, I
But
do too. Because he's made a lot of money off it. So why would you
right,
stop? You know.
which sucks.
Well, you know who you can blame for that? You can blame all the people who watch his videos because they're the ones that are making him the money. If nobody
Right.
watched it, but what does that tell you? That tells you that many people enjoy his content.
Children.
You know? Yeah, that's what I mean. That many. Well, I don't know if they're all kids. I don't know his demographics, but whoever's watching his videos enjoys that a lot because they made him like what? He made like 18 or 20 million a couple years in a row. It was like,
right.
What? It's like, that's insane. You know how many views you have to get to make that in a year?
Right.
Like,
so
Jesus.
But
I fully expect him to continue that. And yes, at that stage, when you hit a level like that, I fully expect people to make stupid decisions all the time because they're going to go with what makes them the most money. And controversy will make you more money than you can spend. It's a fact.
Right. But and personally,
you'll never understand this though, because you're a good person.
Well,
these people I don't think are good people, and that's why they don't care. I think they're just out for the money. And they don't care.
So should we have a higher expectation for YouTube to hold the crappy people more accountable?
Yes,
and not push them so much.
Yes, but at the same time, they also want to make money too. So it's kind of, for them, it's like, we will let you do a little bit, but you can't cross the line, because if you cross the line, then we have to do something and we don't want to have to do anything. So please don't cross the line. That's pretty much what YouTube says. Now, when it comes to me or you, we're banned for life if we do that. Guaranteed. They don't give a shit about us. We're too small. They don't care. So yeah.
Right.
If you had his size channel, you could do whatever you want for the most part. Yeah, you might get banned for a year like he did, or however long he got banned. I don't know, whatever he got banned for. You'll get banned for that long, but you'll come back stronger than ever. And you could just go to Facebook or somewhere else while you're banned and you pick up where you left off.
Right.
Doesn't even matter.
But should we have some expectation for anyone else in control of the content? Like, should we have some kind of expectation that there will eventually be something in place where something like an SA or the R word does not get promoted?
What's the R word?
RA rhymes with grape.
Oh, okay. You can say it. I mean, where you're not promoting it, you're just saying the word to me.
Right, but saying it. But if you say it, so you could say, so like whatever Paul brother that was, he could say, "Hi, I'm at the suicide forest and here's a dead body." But I don't want to take the risk and say SA or the R word, because that immediately gets flagged, just like if you say,
wait, hold on, what's SA again? So I don't say it in case it comes
like mesual.
Okay.
Like
abuse
rifle, like what's an AK-47? It's a rifle.
Oh. Well, can I say the A word? You can say the A word, right?
Maybe.
Really? You can't say that?
No.
Well, who gets flagged? What do you mean you get flagged?
You get flagged because it's a bad word. It's a thing that
I've said some pretty vulgar stuff on my channel when I was mad at the tickets, and I never got flagged. I know of, unless maybe that's why my channel sucks right now, and doesn't get the views it should because they docked me. I don't know. Again, I don't know, but I've never said anything like that. I just cussed, like a sailor, like the F word and stuff like that. I wasn't saying anything like that. It was just swearing, which, again, freedom of speech, and YouTube doesn't have anything against swearing. You're allowed to swear. You just can't get monetized. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can swear all you want.
Yeah. So I don't know why YouTube would have issues with people swearing. But maybe they do. I don't know.
I don't think I think it all depends on like if you're promoting to children or something like that. But again, depending how much money you're going to make them, the rules loosen and tighten.
That's the thing right there. That's your answer. The expectation would be yes, but the realization is probably not.
Yeah. So talking about expectations for like smaller channels as people who watch, I would like to hear. That's a lot of people.
Like for your channel?
Well, yeah.
Or do you mean
like what do people expect from a smaller YouTuber? You know, do you expect every comment to have a response? Do you expect every type of reaching out to be responded to, like an Instagram DM?
I'd like to know if they expect you to comment back to them. I really would. That's one thing I would love to know from people, if they expect the person who runs a channel to comment back.
Right.
Because I've commented, I would say, to at least I think I'm over 99% of the comments I get. Now I don't respond to like posts. Like if I post somebody's winning picture, I don't comment back to people who say congratulations, because it's, first of all, it's not even my ticket, and they're saying it to like that person. So those I don't respond to, which people obviously know by now. But yeah, I'd like to know that. I'd like to know if people expect me or you or whoever to, comment back. And not only that, I could name a bunch of people, a bunch of smaller channels who don't comment back to anybody, who don't even comment back to me.
Right.
So it's like, not that I care, because it doesn't bother me if they don't comment to me. I just don't comment on their videos anymore then. Like, that's the way I am. If you don't respond to people, I won't even comment on your video, because what's the point of commenting when you're not going to get a response back? Or if I do it to like a channel with 1 million subscribers and I know no one's getting a response from them,
right,
but I want to say my piece, I'll say it just to see if anybody else agrees with me, likes it, or comments back.
Start a conversation or something.
Generally, I only comment on videos to start a conversation, not to. I don't care about the person who runs the channel. They're nothing to me other than like entertaining, right? But that's what I mean. Like, they're not my friend. Right. I'm not trying to be their friend. They're just entertaining me, which is great. So I'm trying to comment to other people who are watching to see if they feel the same way I do.
And I think that, also having like, as someone who's like a ride or die, like been there since like 400 subs, like, do you expect to have the same expectations if that person grows to 25K, 50K, 100?
Let me ask you this: do you remember the name of your first sub?
Me.
No, I mean, other than you.
No.
See, I do, and I remember it specifically because he made a comment on the video that I made, the first or second video that I made, and said, "Hey, I'm your first supporter." He was actually my second sub, but I had one from a video game that I posted a year before that wasn't really a sub for the scratch off, but he was my first scratch off sub, and he doesn't really do it anymore, but it's Chi-Town Scratcher. If you ever heard of him, he does it very, very sparingly. It's not often, but yeah, that was my first actual sub. And I remember he had like 500 or 600 subs when he subbed to me. And I was like, I wonder if I can catch him. And I actually blew by him. It was like crazy.
Aww.
But yeah, I thought he was the man. I was like, oh my God, he's got like, this guy has 600 subs and he's watching me. I was like, this is so cool.
Let's see here. Penny says, I know you're busy. Absolutely not. Brian says, yeah, there are some people that you say hello to, you don't even Rico them. I think they should recognize the people.
Where was that at? Where's that?
Right. Hi, Kaida. So how
far up is that? Holy crap.
It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6.
Wait, am I missing it? What time? What's the time on it? The time on the comment.
8:03.
Oh, Brian. Okay. I thought you said Penny, and I was looking for Penny, but it was Brian's comment. Gotcha.
Yeah, Penny said, I know you're busy. Absolutely not. I think that in a situation like this one, it definitely is easy to go through and look at everybody in the chat and say hello to everyone. There's 30 people here. I could say, hello to everybody and recognize everyone. But I think in a situation where you have like 200 people in a live stream, and you actually, like, your eyes are actually on the ticket that you're scratching, that it gets, you can't be in two places. Your eyes can't be in two places at once. So it's tough to catch every chat that goes by, because even just 10 seconds ago my screen totally changed and 10 more chats came up. So I think that's really tough. In comments, depending on the amount of comments that a video gets, I try to do my best. Sometimes I just kind of go through and like everything and give a thank you, or have a great day situation.
I don't know. You've been in my streams a couple times now, but I don't know how long you stay. But if you're ever there in the beginning, I try and go through everybody who's there, and then as they roll in, I'll keep going through them. And as I go through my tickets, I will keep looking up, to see who's chatting. Yes, if someone says hi or one line and there's 10 other messages around it, I do miss it sometimes, right? So I always tell people, I always say, look, if I missed you, I have to scroll back up. I scroll back up. If I don't see you, then just keep chatting and I'll eventually see you. And
yeah. And,
it's just, there's nothing I can do. I mean, you miss people. I mean, and I try not to, because I pride myself on saying hi to everyone to make them feel all the same and included, not to say hi to everybody. And then one person's like, you can say hi to me. And then guess what? They're not going to watch you anymore, probably, because they feel like you slighted them. And it's like, not at all, not even like that at all. Because it's like, I've gone into many rooms, many streams with people, and I say hi and no response. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'll just, usually what I do then, if I say hi again and I don't get a response, because if they're not saying hi to anybody, I don't care. But if they're saying hi, shouting people out, and I say hi and they don't say hi to me back, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah.
And like in this situation here, there's a bit of a delay. So they think there's like an 8-second delay from what we say to the time that they see it. So the chat is at kind of like a different moment in like the conversation, not necessarily like a total conversation, but they're just seeing it at a different time. So I think that's something that I've tried to kind of figure out as well in live streams, is that people may be a second or two behind, like in a normal live stream, not like on a Zoom or anything. So that when they see, if you see me putting a new ticket down to start scratching and you want my attention, maybe wait until I'm done with the ticket.
Yes.
Like getting close, because then once I'm done, it'll pop up. So that kind of timing issue.
Yep, I agree.
Charlie T with a $1. Thank you. Oh, I did see your comment, Charlie, from the top, about the girl who cooks naked. I don't cook to begin with, so Charlie.
Hey, Gigi was crying yesterday.
Gigi was crying yesterday.
Yeah, she's a weird girl.
And I was in tears. I was so mad about comments that were going on in the chat. I get too attached and way too emotional. I feel attacked. Yeah, so I feel that with people too.
Well, let me give you, people were talking about like things that I won't talk about, politics, right? They can chat all they want about it, but I don't usually interject. It all started because of the virus, not the virus, what's the shot, whatever it's called, the vaccine. That's it. It all started about the vaccine, and they're going on about Biden and Trump, and then, well, you don't live in Pennsylvania, but our governor Wolf, whatever, they're talking about him, and I was just pretty much ignoring. I'm like, whatever. I was like, you guys want to talk about it, talk about it. I'm not. And Gigi had texted me or emailed me one, I forget which one, but she had let me know I won't talk if they're talking about this. And I was like, okay. I don't know what to say
Yeah.
to that. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, well, that I tried to like specifically not talk about it so they wouldn't talk about it, but people are
Hmm.
going to talk about what they want. So, I mean, I don't find it that bad because I didn't have to engage in it. But if they were asking me questions, I would have simply been like, I'm not talking about it.
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't want to
no,
talk about that.
politics and religion is just like
Yeah.
I've never like no go on the channel like always, just because you think that you're just talking politics, but there's so much emotion, there's so much history, there's so much in that that it can really affect individuals in certain ways that um yeah, that's a um and I feel that too, like with in other channels, like with people that I watch, like there's Observe, there's a body analyst professional that I like to watch on YouTube, and he was doing live streams and he was getting a lot of hate in one of his live streams, and I was like, I am feeling like unhappy, like this is making me upset from the amount of hate that this person that I just like respect and I enjoy watching was getting in that moment in time. Like live, people were like really just being really mean to him. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that sucks. Like I know when people are mean to me, and like, I mean, I've had the trolls that are really mean to me about things that they got no business saying. It sucks. Been like I hoot and holler like after the live stream, and then I'm over it, whatever. Like I have my little outburst. Um, but I think that I almost get more upset when I see someone that I like respect and I look up to, and I'm like has gotten me into a topic, a thing in my life that like I'm really interested in, like I'm reading books about, like he's inspiring me to like look into a different field that I never really even thought about. And then he's getting just like slapped around, and I'm just like, yikes, rude. This sucks. And you just have like that attachment. It's like it's almost like a cousin. Like you don't, if you see your cousin, getting bullied by people, you're not going to be like, yeah, all right, have a good day.
Yeah.
You're going to have like an emotional response to it. Mrs. Amanda, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Oh, thank you. And congratulations again on your big claimer the other day. That was awesome. So yeah, I feel you, Gigi. For sure.
I do have a scratch channel.
I'm sorry, what?
I do have a scratch channel, as far as I know. Carmen said, is Johnny 50 have a scratch channel? I'm assuming she meant do I? Does.
Oh, yes, Carmen. Yep. It's Johnny 5.0 Scratcher. I should put your link.
It's a small channel. It's not very big.
It's bigger than mine.
Oh no, not really. We can compare. Look, we can compare view counts, and we'll see.
Views and stuff.
We can compare because subscribers don't mean anything if they don't watch your videos. So
Yeah,
right. People can. I can have 1 million subscribers and 10 views. And what does that mean? Absolutely nothing for me. I'd rather have 1,000 subs and 10,000 views. That'd be great because I don't need the subs. I just need the 1,000 to keep my monetization. I don't need, yeah, the views are what make you money, not the subs. But I mean, it goes hand in hand, I guess. The more subs you get, the more views you should get. That's the way it goes. Generally, that's the way it goes.
Yours is bigger than mine. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so it's 8:15. Oh, and I paused my video for some reason. It's 8:15. So do you guys, you are very friendly, Charlie T. You guys are very friendly. I watched your was it like your highlights video from your book,
Yeah, I like to throw that together for a few extra views, for free.
That was good though. You did some good wins.
But yeah, it was still a bare minimum book though. Can you believe that? That was the minimum payback. Yikes. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I found a really good place that I got lost and I was looking for this book and no one had. I went to like 18 different places and I finally found this one place that had it. Nicest people in the world, and it was pretty good. We had 73% back, which was pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, books get me so nervous. Mixes get me nervous. It all gets me nervous. But okay, so we have I don't know, it's like 8:15. So do you guys have any questions? Anything that you want to know? Any like expectation questions, or just like an open kind of Q&A sesh? See what you guys think. I mean, I think we had a pretty good conversation when it comes to expectations. Like, it turned into a pretty good conversation that you're clearly like stone cold unoffended by nothing. And I'm like, I need to be emotionally recognized constantly.
You do.
I mean, it's true. I need my emotions recognized immediately and constantly, and if not,
what would you do if people like stopped watching your videos and nothing changed? Would you be like, what the hell's wrong with me? What did I do?
I'd probably stoop to a deep depression.
Oh my God, then you don't want to be me, because you would have like, at this point, you would have been like, I don't know why I keep doing this. Oh my God, that's terrible. Don't say that. Listen, it could happen though, for real. I'm told you what happened to me. So if that's really how you would feel, don't feel like that, because it's not like people just stop watching you. Don't let that bother you.
I would just change and try to do something different and just start something new. Kai Kim with the shout out, $5 shout out for Johnny 5.0 for casting 10K subscribers. Yes, congratulations, 10K. That's a big deal. You can do like YouTube stories now.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like Instagram.
I'll be honest. I just wanted it to put the merchandise up on the screen under my videos.
Oh wait, maybe that's 30K. I think the merch is 10.
No, that's 10, yeah.
And then maybe the stories is 30.
I was gonna say I didn't have anything pop up for anything yet. All they did was they sent me a little message saying congrats on your 10,000 subs. I was like, that's it. Okay.
I hit 1 million views.
No, you did? Good.
That's
right. Yeah. Well, don't worry. You don't get anything for hitting anything more than that, like 2 million or whatever.
I was excited. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That is incredible. Let's see what is happening. So that's
here you go. Here's one. What's the expectations from our viewers? I'll let you go first.
What's your expectations from your viewers? I expect my viewers to be honest with me. Like, if a video was sucky, to tell me, but to be nice. Like, I expect everyone to be not kind. I don't have an expectation for people to be constantly kind and I love you and blah blah blah, hearts and angels and kittens and puppies, but to be honest with me and remember, like, know that we want to keep getting bigger. Like, we want more. We want a bigger Scratch Squad. We want, in a world of Scratch Squad. And so honesty is like, tell me what you think. Tell me that I missed something, or that my lighting was awful, or that my sound was off, or, that you don't like the background, that you want something different, that you want to see these types of tickets, that you want me to collab with people, you want this, you want that. Like, tell me what you want. Be honest with me, because I want to give the people what they want, because if you want that, someone else wants that, kind of thing.
I want them to, kind of the same thing. But I'll take it a step further, because sometimes I do spat off at the mouth, when I get really mad and I had a bad day and the tickets don't cooperate. Yeah. I've been known to throw a couple cuss words around and just be mad at the tickets, which a lot of people seem to enjoy, though. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the one I had like a month and a half ago, people said that was my best live stream yet. They absolutely enjoyed it. Now, again,
You were going off.
yeah, everyone has their own cup of tea, right?
Oh,
Some
for sure.
people don't want to hear anyone swear. And I've had that from day one where people like, and this is where I go. If you don't like something I did, give me a second chance. Don't just jump to the unsubscribe button and never watch me again and tell me I'm sorry, I can't watch you anymore. It's like if you say you are okay with second chances, then this is it's kind of ridiculous for you to like be out. You don't know what happened to me earlier that day. Just like I don't know what happened to you. Maybe you had a bad day and you're just, off today and you just don't seem right. It's kind of one of those things. Like, don't judge me based off of one thing that is a rarity, right? I don't do that often. But don't jump down my throat and get mad at me and say all kinds of stuff to me. Like the one thing that people do is what I expect them to do is respect me the way I respect them, right?
Yeah.
Don't jump down my throat. And again, don't ever tell me how to feel. That's the one thing that people on YouTube love to tell me when I get mad at the tickets. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what do you expect? You should know what, it's the lottery. What do you expect? Don't so what? I'm not allowed to feel like crap because I lost. Like, what?
Right.
Supposed to be
Yeah.
happy." And I always go back to, and again, when somebody dies, then you knew they were going to die eventually. Don't feel bad. Don't cry. I don't want to hear it. Like, that's what I tell them when they tell me that. I say, just remember me saying that for the next person that dies in your life, because you just told me the same thing. I listen. I have no sympathy for people who want to dictate my life. I'll give it right back to you the way you give it to me. I meet you with what you meet me with. So if you're going to be an asshole, excuse my language, that's what you're going to be met with. And I think that's fair in life, right? So again, I expect respect. If I get it, I give it. If I don't, you'll feel it. You'll feel the wrath. It's been felt before. I've hidden. I probably have like 30 people hidden from my channel that I just don't want to deal with. That but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Sorry. There's just a comment.
No, I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not just like out there like telling people to F off. It's
Right.
when you meet me with that kind of attitude, you're gonna get it back. That's how I am. That's how
Right.
I roll. And that's the way I think most people in life should be. They shouldn't take any shit from anybody. But a lot of people they get stepped on, and that's a problem. And you won't if you stand up for yourself. And I know me and you have talked about stuff that you've dealt with, and everything. And
Oh, yeah.
that's part of that is standing up for yourself. And you don't have to do it in the way I'm suggesting by
Right.
yelling back at them, but you have to do it in a way that you're comfortable doing it.
Oh,
And
for sure.
and some people won't. And I expect that out of people who watch me. I expect them to understand, and I expect them to stand up for themselves too. If somebody in the chat is like saying something to them, like I've had, not people get bullied, you know what I mean, but people say some
Yeah.
stuff joking around that other people took harshly, and it's like, all right, who you can and can't say stuff to, guys. So don't pick on someone that might take offense to it, right?
Right.
So that's my expectation out of these subscribers and viewers is don't do just, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, but I have my expectations too. And I'm sure you do as well as they have from you. Aside from just what you said, like the honesty and everything, I'm sure you have a lot more than that you just can't think of right now. But it's like,
Yeah. Sorry. There's a comment. Dan, okay. Danny Thomas Jr.
what happened?
Why? 821.
Where Lilly is a ass. Oh, that might be is that a what do you call? Oh no, he's a mod. Never mind. You wouldn't have made
Mhm.
a. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know what that was about.
I don't know either.
Was he joking? Like, just I don't know.
I don't know. But he's like an OG.
Is he here?
I don't know. I just I'm just confused. Yeah, I think so, Crystal, but he was a moderator, so we know it's him.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Very strange. I mean, if there's an issue, Danny, feel free to email me. I don't think we've had any issues.
I actually, I won't go into specifics, but I had a moderator in my chat recently that had an issue that I had to reach out to and make sure they were okay. So
Yeah.
but I fixed that situation right away. But yeah. But yeah, there's some I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. Because I was gonna say if he wasn't a moderator, I would say maybe it's a troll.
Do you think
But
it was a joke because of our timing? That it was like,
because I
but
said don't you're an asshole or whatever, and he said Lily is an ass.
yeah, Dan
Maybe.
joke. We're just
Maybe.
on such a delay. See, this is the delay issue because we moved on to something else and then it came through, and I'm like, oh my little heart,
Yeah, maybe.
emotions.
Well, see, and that's when I would just if you have his email, I would just email him.
Danny, where are
You know what I
you?
mean?
I need
I
God.
wouldn't even go about on here doing it because you're just gonna get.
That's so
He's
funny.
probably, if he's still here, he has to be trolling you, making you think.
Gigi says it was supposed. It's just that it's the delay issue.
At least
But
you know
okay,
it
so
wasn't a problem.
yeah, no, I'm like Danny's like OG, like been in it forever, like scratch squad, like ride or die. I'm like, no, he couldn't be. um let's see. Mike says, can I please plug me? I don't know what that means. I was bullied in high school in 98. I always had in the back of my head, when your adult life will be better, and it did. I did so much as an adult. Bullying in high school means nothing now. Very true. Absolutely. Taking the time to recognize, like, okay, high school or middle school or elementary school,
Well, Dr. Reg says he was a high school bully.
oh,
So we
I
have the
was
ones who got
bullied.
bullied and the ones who bullied.
Nobody does that. Nobody deserves that. Absolutely. But now that you're an adult, you can see, you have time to change. You have time to grow. You have time to, experience new things and recognize that, yeah, maybe pointing out someone's haircut or something wasn't cool.
Not to rush it. But did you get bullied? And it's just simple yes or no.
Did I get bullied?
Yeah.
No.
You never got bullied. So you were the bully then, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
I hope not. Yikes.
But here's the thing. I did because I'm a small, I'm only like 5'3". I'm not a tall person. So, and people still like make fun of my height, but it's like joking around. I know I'm shorter than everybody else, right?
Right.
It's nothing new to me and it doesn't bother me at all. But in high school or in school, I got bullied for other stuff. And even to this day, now you would think you could let it go, but I can't. I cannot let it go. And it all depends on how much you got bullied and what they bullied you about. And then it comes down to, I wish certain things for them, and it's not death or anything like that. It's just, I wish certain things would happen in their life so they have to deal with what they did to me. You know what I'm saying?
Karma.
Yes, basically karma. I don't wish they would die or anything. It's nothing that bad. But you know what I mean? Like, I wish that they would have to deal with the way they treated me. And it was weird because I hung out with them. It was such a weird thing.
Right.
We were like friends, but it was like, I was like the I don't know, like I'm going to pick on you. Like I'm an asshole to you kind of thing. But I don't want to be mean, but it's just too funny not to pick on you. It was a really weird dynamic, but they never understood what it feels like.
It's the click thing, like there's,
and that's the thing. I had my click outside of them, but I was accepted into theirs, if that makes sense. Like I had a clique of my own, and I don't want to say a clique, but I had my 3 good friends. And then I was also, those friends were not allowed in their little group, but I was.
Right.
So it was kind of like, I was like the outsider that they let in to pick on, and then, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. I was pretty blessed with like my, education. It was, in a dense, extremely diverse city, so we all had our issues. We everyone had their story. and they're really not so much bullying, but there was definitely competition for sure. There was like competition in each kind of level of school, but there wasn't bullying. We kind of, I don't know, we all kind of like grouped together as like a class of 08 to just not be that, which was pretty cool.
It's good.
No bullies. I mean, people got bullied, but I mean,
I never watched anyone get seriously bullied, and they didn't seriously bully me. It was just the way they made me feel was, they
yeah,
didn't like physically do anything to me. You know what I mean? It was just more of like saying shit to me, stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, there was dangerous situations in my school and town, like in high school, guns were involved, knives were involved, gangs were involved. So I think the children in my like childhood life a lot of them had to grow up really fast. So I don't think bullying was necessarily ever an issue, but like major life decisions had a huge effect on a lot of people. So that was
Yeah, and I'm not going to say I never made someone feel bad either. I'm sure I did.
right.
And it is what it is. But I didn't do it to the extent of it being like serious. You know what I mean? I never physically did anything to anyone, and I never said hurtful stuff to the point of where like someone cried. If anything, it was like you were yelling at, you know what I mean? You were picking on each other. It wasn't like I never went up to anyone and actually bullied them, like picked on
Right.
anybody. Again, when you're the shortest person all the time, it's really hard to bully people because you're not physically intimidating whatsoever. And you're not, people just look at you almost like a fly, like get this thing out of here. You know what I mean? So
It's
you're not
so
really like
funny
a
because
bully.
I had the
You can't
complete
be.
opposite. I was the tallest person, like
Well,
forever.
there are gentle giants out there who will not bully, who are
Yeah.
good people. But generally the way I feel is that the ones who bully in school, there's two reasons. They're like the little rich pricks, which is the ones I had to deal with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That just think they're better than everybody else and decide like you're on a lesser level than me,
Right.
so I can do what I want. Or there's the bigger ones who can just bully you physically because they're bigger than you and they're going to.
Right.
And it goes hand in hand with they have shitty home lives and that's their way of taking it out. And that's sad too. But at the same time, it doesn't make it right.
Right. Like Crystal says, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
That, like if you're so unhappy with whatever it is, your parents, your financial situation, blah, 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 there's a huge chance that you're going to take it out on someone. If your parents are treating you that way, you're going to bring it to school. And it's like,
Yep.
come on, guys, start raising your kids right. It's not
Yep.
that hard. People do it all the time.
Well, I hate to cut you off, but I got to go put my kid to bed. So,
Yeah.
so next Monday.
Next Monday,
All right.
we'll be talking about more things.
All right. Well,
So
thank you. It was fun. Appreciate it, but I really got to go. My wife's getting antsy up there because 8:30 is bedtime and it's 8:33. So we're.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I didn't say hi to anybody, but I'm sorry for that. I tried to. But anyway, so yeah, see you next Monday.
See you next Monday. Have a good week.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. Oh, that light is bright. Yikes. I'm not that shiny, I promise. Ooh. Look at my messy background. So let me see if there's anything else here before we say goodbye. College was worse when teacher just did it. Oh, it was retracted. You can still check. Good. So, okay. So I think we had a really good conversation today. I think it's really important to, Annette, hi Annette. I think it's really important to get other people's views on certain things. And today's was, common sense expectations. And Brian and I are not going to agree on everything all the time, ever. And I think that's good. We're adults. We can we can have a real conversation. We're not going to offend each other. I think that you guys are seeing our kind of fellow scratcher interested in just talking about things that kind of like friendship develop, which is really interesting through this. So I think this is going to be like a really cool like process. So as we get to know each other, we get to learn things about each other. We get to learn things about you guys as well. I think it's pretty cool. I really just like talking as well. I could literally talk for another 2 hours. If you guys want me to, I'll do it. So let's see. Gigi, like, if you're gonna be mean, keep it to yourself. Exactly. If you're gonna be mean, keep it to yourself, because no one wants it. Ain't nobody got time for it, right? Like, just stop. What is going on? That was fun. Mike the Spike started uploading today. Slots and Scratchers, hi, babes. Charlie, you're so fun, Charlie. So no baking videos. We might bake. Okay, I actually was a baker for a while. I was a baker on like an apple farm, and we had a little cafe, and I was the baker. Maybe we'll bake something. And now New York has passed some laws. Maybe we could bake something really fun. Gigi, I could literally talk. Like, do you want to come in that Zoom call? I could talk forever. Lily, have you changed from then to now? If you had flaws, woman of flaws, something personal about yourself, you were able to change it. I think just my confidence in my own physicality. I've always been a plus size person my entire life. I was a competitive dancer. I was extremely active. I've just been a thick girl forever, and there's no shame in the game, no hate. And a lot of people eat too much fast food. I haven't eaten fast food in over a decade, I think, at this point. So yeah, I think just my confidence in my physicality, in my hair, in my just appearance, in my face, in my, skin tone, in my racial background, like, I'm mixed, I'm very light skinned. My sister is darker. We have the same dad and same mom. It is what it is. I just got lighter skin, but I still am who I am, and just kind of that acceptance over time is what I'm most proud of for me. You have learned that Charlie loves baking videos. Yes. I love baking naked, it seems. Maybe, no, with clothes on. Bake challenge. Yes, that'd be so fun. Plus size equals plus heart. Love that. Very sweet. Absolutely. Like, children in life forever come first. Mr. Tommy's too. Thank you. Yes, exactly. And like, there's no shame in it. I am who I am, and like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, wow, you got eyes, cool, like that type of thing. It's like, nah, rolls off me like water on a seal. Is that a good comparison? I think so. So yeah, so if you guys Crystal, I love that. I want it. You need to send me a picture of that. I want that. Matching tattoos. Hi, Melly loves slots. Scratching bow on the go. Hi, doll. How are you? So yeah, so that's that. If you guys have any questions for just me personally, we will be back on Monday to talk more. And again, if you have any conversation topics, or anything that you want to hear us specifically talk about, let us know. I get upset because that's all you could go. Yeah, exactly. Chubby girls are hot. Okay. That's so yeah, so let us know, because like, we want this to be entertaining. You know, we want it to be something that you guys want to hear versus maybe what you don't want to hear. You know, like let us know all the things. I'm tired. I took a nap today. If anyone missed that, I had a burrito and then I got in my bed and it was everything. I haven't taken a nap in so long. Oh my God. It was amazing. I had my Vivian Tries videos just playing and I just love it. Just out like a light. I mean, so great. Bingo at Turning Stone this summer. I think we could probably do that. I could probably fit that in somehow. I think so. Oh, thanks, Melly. They're still wet. I try to I was supposed to come home and wash my hair so that it would be dry and like full and beautiful, but then I fell asleep and I didn't. I would typically wash my hair on the weekends, but I worked all weekend, so the stress of it all made me not want to wash my hair. So yeah, but I mean, my curls are literally something else. They have a full life of their own. Should I get curly bangs? Just cut my little bangs. Everyone tells me no. Oh, thank you, Carmen. Yeah, this is like the top was from Target from like 7 years ago, and this was from Torrid, I think, from like 8 years ago. I haven't bought clothes in the longest time because I buy tickets instead. Thank you, Gigi. I love how we're just on a hair conversation. I could talk about hair for hours. Do you want me to show you products? So I've made some major changes with my hair, and I know it's OG old school, but the Cantu leave-in conditioner, oh, you can't see it because of the lighting. There we go. That's it. Right? Who knew? Now, remember, my mom was white, my father out of the picture very early. So there was not much knowledge when it came to biracial hair. So it has been a learning experience my entire life. I know we should do like a scratcher collab, figure something out, get some tickets or something. Yeah, that's a good idea. You hear that? You hear that, Ryan? You sell some product from your long hair? I love that. Yes, can't. And but let me tell you, right? So there is I have an entire bucket of hair products. And don't even get me started about Diva Curl. That might be like an own personal live stream of me just ranting about Diva Curl. There's like shea butter and like the aloe, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Yes, so you can just give a few weeks to collect donations for it. I love it. Also, Ava NYC is the new shampoo, conditioner, and hair mask that I've been using. Those 3 products in the shower. There's like no things. Do you guys want to see it? It's like a bright pink. You can get it from Sally's. It's crazy expensive. So I only wash my hair once a week. So it's too much. But if you have curly hair, any type of curls, any type of texture at all, in any way, shape, or form. There's 27 people here, and I'm making this announcement. The world needs to know if you have any type of textured hair in any way, shape, or form. Ava, EVA, NYC, bright pink. Give it a try. Go get a tester or something. Borrow someone's from another shower. The hair mask. You don't have to do the shampoo and conditioner. You don't have to do it. You don't have to. But the hair mask. Leave it in. Shower, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Hey, 15 minutes. Take a risk. Ain't gonna hurt. Scrunch it out. Do not squeeze it. Do not like shake it out or like rinse out. Just scrunch it out. Change your world. It'll change your world. It changed mine. So yeah, so that's my advice. That's my suggestion. If you spend that kind of money on your hair, then you shouldn't wash hair. Exactly. I mean, it is like $24, but I mean, it's still wet. It's not crunchy. Look at my curl patterns. Oh my God. Love. Okay, I should go. It's girl talk. It is girl talk. Oh, the tangles are the worst. And the worst part is I have to wear my hair up every day. And so I get the rat's nest in the back, like where you sleep, because I get so lazy. So I get the rat's nest back there. But those are the best curls because like you don't touch it, you know, like so there's like the best like ringlets that is on your whole head. I love it. I'm obsessed. He did pass by, but I don't think he'll make a appointment with his face on camera anytime soon. So yeah. So anything else you guys want to ask me? Right, just the back of the neck, the little baby curls, but they're so healthy because all the conditioner, you know, rolls off to them. All of the moisture just settles in the back. You know, the top of my head's all like dry and like ratchet. You know, it's a mess. But the back of my head, I love it. That's amazing. Yes, we need a picture. We need photo proof, any kind of video evidence. All right, so if there's no other questions or anything, I will be. Oh, what's my favorite denomination for tickets? I think 10 or 20. I like $1 tickets a lot. I love doing $1 books, but I think the $10 or $20. No, I think that's a hard one. I think $10 are like a good go-to for me to make videos. So if I want to do like a $40 video, then I think $10 for $10, it's a good, you know, it's not too long, it's not too short. You can, you know, mix it up, you can do something, and it's still gonna have the kind of like, whoa, $10 tickets, you know, kind of appeal. $20, I think I like more because more money possibility. But I like doing books of $1 tickets because there's 250 tickets in New York. So it's like they're quick, but there's a lot of them. What's your question? I'm waiting for a $50 ticket. I'm waiting for a $25 ticket to come back to New York. That was my favorite ticket. Was a $25 ticket. And they disappeared when I was just getting into like higher priced tickets. So I didn't get to play too many on the channel. What do you put aside for your own personal losses? Like, what do I like if I scratch on my own? I guess I don't really understand the question. What do I put aside for my own personal losses? Is 10:45 okay? A late night? Yeah, we can do a late night one. I'll just have to take a Monday afternoon nap because I'm totally opposite schedule. I'm up at like 6 a.m. No, that's fine. We can do 10:45. See if we get some late nighters. Oh, okay. So I think because I don't scratch off camera, um as long as I don't scratch off camera. So I roll a lot. So I almost think of it kind of like as like a challenge every week. I did a video once of like a challenge, like started with $100. Next day you play whatever you got. Next day you play whatever you got, and it got to be like $12 or something. Um, I don't really have like a specific like spend this much, but I try to keep my sessions between like $30 and $50. Um, that's really all that I think about like planning ahead. Um, so what I do is I typically use like whatever I did for like a live stream on my Sunday. That'll kind of like any kind of thing that comes back to me will kind of start my week off, and hopefully I get a little win. If not, you'll probably see a dip in the price of tickets. Like maybe Thursday will be $1 versus like $20. I try not to reach too deep into my pocketbook. Ew, pocketbook, purse, wallet. I don't never said pocketbook in my entire life. I don't know why I said it. Oh, swing shifts. Oh no, that's fine. No, I think I can handle it. I'll just have to get some coffee. I'm open to try it. So yeah. It's still, oh yeah, his back. Yikes. Yikes. Ooh. Um, okay. Well, I gotta go, right? Because I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I think I'm hungry. What did you guys eat for dinner? We had like late lunch burritos. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. You guys are fun. Bake a snack. Charlie T. Oh my goodness. Pasta for dinner. Yeah, it's time to eat. Like we talked, we did. There was no sass. There was just conversation. So now it's time for food. Leftover lasagna. That's even better than like fresh lasagna. Now I want lasagna. Okay. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow later in the day because we have new tickets tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow. I can't take the day off. I want to, but I can't. So I missed your question. Oh, my favorite movie. Oh, which one? Duh. Yeah. So, okay. So I have I'm obsessed with favorite movie. I'm obsessed with Wes Anderson. The Grand Budapest Hotel is probably very Dog Island. So many tears, so much joy, so much emotion. Fantastic Mr. Fox is such a great movie. Fantastic Mr. Fox is such a great movie. And this one may be awful, and like you guys might not even count it as a movie, but it is a movie. Psych has made 2 movies, and they both are at the top of my list. If you don't know the show Psych, watch it, because it raised me. It raised me. It's like, do I like the Goonies? I wasn't a big Goonies fan. It was a little, I think it was a little bit before me. Coyote Ugly. Oh, Charlie too with Coyote Ugly. I'm so done with you, Charlie. I'm so done with you. Coyote Ugly is inspirational for sure. Yes. Slots and Scratchers. I like, you guys are gonna be so mad at me because like I'm such a film and like TV buff, but when it comes to like my favorites, I could watch the first 3 Transformers movies, the modern Transformers with Shia LaBeouf, every single day of my life. I don't know why, but I could. I would. I have Jurassic Park. Oh yes, I hope your back feels better. Absolutely. Take it easy. Don't be doing too much. Charlie with $1 super chat. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so that's that. And I should get going. I have to go text my mom. If your mom texts you and you have the privilege of texting her back, text her back. It's also almost Mother's Day, so start thinking about that as well. If you're still not in a position to travel. I love Transformers. When my first car was a 2001 Subaru Forester. I'm so done with you, but in a good way. Done as in not done. You're fantastic and we love you. My first car was a 2001 Subaru Forester, and I don't know if you can read on my face how desperate I was still for my car to transform into my best robot friend. You know, like, my best robot friend should have been my car. It never transformed. I know it was in there. I know it wanted to. Didn't. It wasn't ready. The war hasn't begun yet. All right, on that note, we're me fully believing that there will be a robot and my car will be involved and transform into my protector. All right, well, I went to college, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow later in the day. New tickets, got to film, got to edit, all that stuff. Yes? Okay. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for being here. Stay safe. If any car, yeah, for legit, Dr. Reg, stay safe, stay positive, wash your hands, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming to the podcast. Bye.